still primarily self-focused.
Okay.
And so we've got 100 years of support showing that, yes, that does create a healthier self in terms of reducing anger, anxiety, depression, and so on.
Mm-hmm.
But for a few thousand years, Eastern traditions, in terms of Buddhism and Confucianism and so on,
Mm-hmm.
have focused not so much on a healthier self, but more on techniques for transcending yourself.
Okay.
And so techniques like mindful meditation practices have been around this, promoting this kind of ego transcendence as a goal. And so it's not surprising because in the West it's a much more individualist culture, in the East it's much more collectivist culture.
Mm-hmm.
And so the idea is that both psychology and philosophy have primarily focused, have been based in part of defining health in those lineages. So
Mm-hmm.
what I came to call wisdom therapy, in effect, is the integration of the two, where you simultaneously create a healthy self and at the same time transcending self. So skills like emotional intelligence or cognitive behavioral approaches and so on have been demonstrated empirically, scientifically, are to be very effective in having a healthier self that has demonstrated reductions in anger, anxiety, depression, improvements in couples, relationships, and so on. But the ego transcendence, in and of itself, things like empathy and compassion for others,
Mm-hmm.
gratitude practices, and so on, have been shown to be very effective on all of these as well, and not just in reducing anger, anxiety, and depression,
Mm-hmm.
but in dramatically increasing the quality of relationships and productivity at work and so on. And so the question is, why not do both at the same time? So that's what I have been doing for many years now, and demonstrating that the effects of doing both is very effective.
And of course, in a conversation with, of course, Dr. Shani Robins, and he has pioneered this concept of wisdom therapy. And as you know, we've been talking about this in the CDs, on audio CDs, and also right now starting all the video CDs, talking about different skills, wisdom skills basically, which you and me can actually use on a daily basis to deal with our anxiety and stress levels, which comes to us as a challenge of life or living, I suppose. And here's Dr. Shani Robins, who actually has pioneered and this particular technique, and also has put it in practice also, I would say. And many of our Pragya volunteers also are getting trained on these wisdom skills as to how they can deal with kids on the spectrum. So going forward in the series, we're going to talk about more of these skills for sure, Punajan, and make sure that you tune into the series, register for our, or rather subscribe to our channel right now, right there on the bottom over here, and also make sure that you can stay tuned to our series on the radio as well, radiodhodis.com, or listen to Radio Mirchi 1310 a.m. and we'll be live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 9:30 with Wisdom series. We'll talk more in the next series for sure, but right now, thank you so much, Dr. Robbins. We hope to see you in the next series talking more about the wisdom skills which you've been referring to in this particular talk.
Thank you. Appreciate it.